Robbie Lawler and Nick Diaz 2. 5 rounds in the welterweight division. Now, we know that Nate Diaz had his 5-round fight with Leon Edwards. Now we have Nick Diaz with his 5-round, not even main event, not even co-main event, but with Robbie Lawler in their rematch. And it's been a very, very long time. I mean, the last time Nick Diaz and Robbie Lawler fought was way back right here in 2004. I was not even born way back then. He got a 2nd-round knockout win on Robbie Lawler in that fight. Eventually went up to beat all of these guys right here. Going to the UFC fight, BJ Penn, George St. Pierre, Carlos Condit, Anderson Silva, and now he's going to be fighting Robbie Lawler after a 6.5-year layoff. 38 years old and 39.5 years old. He's going to have a little bit of a height advantage and a reach advantage, but I don't think that's going to play too much of a factor with the pressure of Robbie Lawler. So this fight is really going to come down to, will Robbie Lawler put on the pressure? It's 5 rounds. They both have the cardio to go 5 rounds. They've both been in plenty of 5-round fights. And I do think Robbie Lawler, if he's going to win, defend the takedowns of Nick Diaz, keep the fight on the feet, and have Nick Diaz on the back foot, pressure, and just throw really big shots. Nick Diaz, he has some decent power, but he does not have the power of Robbie Lawler. Both of them, I looked at their UFC stats, and they both land pretty similar volume, and they both get hit with similar volume as well. But the only thing that's really distinguishing Nick Diaz and Robbie Lawler is going to be their volume. In terms of the amount of the power in that volume. I mean, Robbie Lawler's volume is very similar to Nick Diaz in terms of how many strikes are both landing, but Robbie is landing way more significant strikes. Nick Diaz needs to stay out of the pocket against Robbie Lawler, needs to not have his back to the back of the cage, because that is exactly where Robbie Lawler wants it. He needs to put on the pressure, get Nick Diaz's back to the cage, and just start throwing, because if Robbie Lawler is going to win the fight, it's going to be getting Nick Diaz's back to the cage, and just throwing a lot of big shots, because if you're going to land those more powerful shots, I do think that's what's going to give the judges the impression that Robbie Lawler is winning, and that's what's going to kind of give him the edge on the judges' scorecards, in my opinion. If Nick Diaz is going to win, a jab, 1-2, stay on the outside, leg kick, front kick, and you just don't let Robbie Lawler put on the pressure that Robbie Lawler wants to put on you. But I do think Robbie Lawler is going to be able to put on the pressure, landing more powerful strikes, very similar volume. I mean, if we have like the first round where it's 10 strikes to 10 strikes, Robbie Lawler is going to win the round either way because he's landing the more powerful strikes. So the fact that Robbie Lawler has the more powerful strikes, I do think that is the very slight factor that is going to give Robbie Lawler the win. If we see some takedowns mixed in from Nick Diaz, maybe I'll lean towards Nick Diaz, but I don't think he's going to be able to get any takedowns. I do think this is going to be 5 rounds of straight striking in the welterweight division. I think the fight goes all the way, and Robbie Lawler keeps the volume very even and outpowers Nick Diaz in the striking game, winning the fight by a unanimous decision. I'll go 48-47. I think it's going to be a very close fight, but my prediction in the rematch for Robbie Lawler and Nick Diaz 2 is Robbie Lawler by unanimous decision right there. Really good fight in the welterweight division.